the first of the two Shield semi-finals. Scotland lead Russia 8-1 in the series. They've not met for over a year. They last met in Georgia in 2010 in the bowl semi-final. Just waiting for the teams to come out onto the field. Good crowd. Have been entertained royally already today. Crowds have come out with the weather. 3 tries for Scotland against France, not enough in the bowl quarterfinals earlier on today. Sam Hidalgo-Clyne gets a run for Scotland with Mark Robertson dropping to the bench. Scotland still looking for their first win of the weekend, as captain Colin Gregor will once again try to rally his men. But their performance against France, probably the best performance to date. Russia, defeated right on the final whistle by Hong Kong, have crossed the whitewash 7 times this weekend. Sherban and Simplikovic are a club partnership for NSA out in Siberia. But the man who has crossed for 3 of those tries, Strushko, starts from the bench, as does squad captain Dmitry Perov. Russia led out by very experienced international scrum half Alexander Yanushkin. Joined in the commentary box by Simon Manick. Simon, 2 evenly matched teams, but both teams disappointing and disappointed this weekend.
No, without a doubt, and I think evenly matched is right. And there'll be a lot of pride on the line in this game, isn't there? Coach Henry Ball, he'll be really wanting his Russian guys to try and close the deal. They got so close earlier on today, didn't they? Much like the Scottish team did against the French, being beaten after the final hooter. But, well, it's about performing, and these guys, they've got the opportunity here to make not a great statement, but a statement nonetheless this weekend.
Scotland today without their speedster, Andrew Turnbull, was injured on day 1. They could well do with him today because the conditions are ideal for open rugby. Russia, on the other hand, they lack a speedster. Strushko, as I say, is their gas man, but he relies very much on his strength more perhaps than his pace. So first possession to Scotland. Michael Fido sets it up just inside the Scotland 22. Kennedy out to Sam Hidalgo-Clyne. He was 10. Fleming to Cairns, the big man from the Curry Club. That's a wicked ball for Michael Fido to contend with. Russia in determined mood. Yanushkin quickly taking Vitaly Zhivatov. Still going forward, driving forward and towards that Scottish try line. A good flick pass there from Yanushkin, finds Ivan Kotov. Has he grounded the ball? Not so sure that he has. Referee Jason Jeffler will have a word with his referee in goal.
I couldn't see any goal. What did you see any goal?
Outstanding cover defence, wasn't it, by Scotland? Working hard. We've seen already the power and evidence here.
No try. Ball held up, but it's still possession for Russia. Let's have another look.
There was nothing subtle about it, was there? Just goes straight over the top of Gregor. But Gregor, well, slows him down a little bit, breaks his momentum. Have a look. As we come here, here it is here on the ground, held over, well played. Kotov just unable to get that one down.
Russia come again, passing not so good though. Picked up there by Simplikovic. Big, strong Denis Simplikovic. Russian Yagodin gets over the try line, but they'll have to come back. The ball knocked forward, and that's been the story of the weekend for both teams, really.
Execution of basic skills. That's what sets the teams apart. Bounce pass, second off and throw a defence. Simplikovic, he does well here. Popped over the top. You feel at that stage Yagodin is going to finish it off, but unfortunately the young man just couldn't hold on to it.
Scotland breathe again. Scotland living dangerously from behind their own try line here. Away comes Sam Hidalgo Klein. He's got a fair turn of pace from one end of the field to another. James Fleming, my mistake. Fleming taking the ball inside his own 22, crosses down the far end of the field, and that's the first score. James Fleming from the Glasgow Warriors, contracted 7th player. Brilliant individual effort.
Well, there's no substitute in this game for out-and-out speed, and James Fleming's showing he's a great north-south runner. By that I mean he just can go straight down the field. He's not quick in the sideways movement, but it's a very, very fast straight-line speed. The Russians are certainly not renowned as a team with real speedsters in their outfit, and Fleming showing the beauty of having buckets of speed in those legs, and just took off. The passing was accurate from the in-goal area. He's only gone 95 metres, I think we could measure, no, 105 metres rather. And Eager did well. It was his mistake for the try earlier when he knocked on, which led to the scrum for Scotland. And he's got to make the tackle there, but just too quick.
Well, you say he's gone north to south. He's literally gone from pole to pole. James Fleming. Mentioned earlier on that Andrew Turnbull not available for Scotland today. Well, it's certainly got an able deputy in James Fleming, 24-year-old. So Russia, can they respond? Sherban out to Simplikovic. Long striding Denis Simplikovic trying to brush aside the tackle of Sean Kennedy. Still available though for Russia, looking to strike back immediately following that brilliant try from Fleming. Januszkin looking to split the Scottish defence. Untidy ball, may well have been nudged forward. The first offence was that of a Scottish player. And Januszkin, another hamstring injury. We've seen one or two this morning.
No, we certainly have, haven't we? And I don't know whether it's because the ground's maybe firmed up a little bit as well, that often can have an impact on the guys. Their muscles were used to running around on a very soft surface yesterday. You have a contrast in surfaces, and here it is here. Well, maybe just an overextension. Let's hope that's just a cramp, in fact. Just taken there, we saw the small knock on there, which leads to the scrum for the Russian side. Another very good attacking opportunity set up earlier by the man, I'll get his name right. Simplikovic down the right. Simplikovic, there we go.
Dmitry Perov didn't expect to be on as early as this. As a consequence, he hasn't had time to tie that little piece of string, which will hold his socks up. And he is wearing 5, Dmitry Perov. Third season on the circuit, that he is. Ball in hand for the first time. It draws Alexei Serban into all sorts of difficulties, but again Russia have retained possession through Simplikovic. Perov looks for support. Yagudin standing off, perhaps looking to make amends for his earlier mistake. Zhivatov, it's on its way out to Kotov. There should be no mistake in this time. Ivan Kotov is over. Patient build-up again, keeping the ball, retaining possession, looking for space, and they found it out wide and Kotov crossing in the corner.
Well, here we go. It was pretty good quality handling in here through the middle, but what makes this one is the Scottish player Fido, who stepped out of the line, and at the moment you step out of the line, that's going to create a hole somewhere, and that hole was given for this man with a little bit of space, Kotov, and he takes it in over in the corner. But a well-worked try. Scottish, they've got to have the Scottish side, they need their line discipline.
Ivan Kotov, man from the Yug club in Krasnodar, with the wind behind him. It's a strong wind. Conversion is missed by Dmitry Perov, and the wind is blowing from right to left as we look at a play here. It's a strong wind, but nothing like what we experienced yesterday. That was of gale force proportions. It's blowing through that tunnel to the right of us here in the grandstand, and it caused havoc yesterday, especially with the teams playing from left to right. Far more control today. Henry Paul, the Russian coach, former rugby league player for New Zealand before switching to represent England in the Union Code. Star performer at Hong Kong Sounds at the turn of the millennium. As the hooter blows, then This will be the final play of the first half. Scotland just edged by that conversion from Colin Gregor. Here he is, the Scottish captain, with ball in hand. Fido on the near side here. Fleming is out on the left. Gregor looking to spread it wide through Sean Kennedy. The high-stepping Sean Kennedy, the goose step, just stands up the opposition defence momentarily. Fleming looking for his second try before the break. Scotland. Good passage of play here for the Scots. On to Sam Hidalgo-Klein. Fido again brushes aside the attentions of Ivan Kotov. He might go all the way here. Poor defensive work there by Russia, allowing Michael Fido to get onto the score sheet for the first time this weekend.
Well, it was well worked by the Scottish side. The Russian defensive line really broke up here, and Fido making up for his mistake on the defensive end earlier with a very well taken try. It looked very sideways here, a lot of lateral movement from the Scottish team. Fido, there's nothing at all on. Who can I pass to? He's just weighing up his options, looking for runners. Everyone having a look, held off him, and he does the right thing. Puts it down between the posts.
Confusion in the Russian ranks there between Zhivatov and Yagodin. There's number 6, Zhivatov. Yagodin spinning on his axis, and he was facing the wrong way in any event. And that try from Michael Fido has extended Scotland's lead to 9 points at the break and by 14 points to 5.
Don't come too far forward. Stay in the line, okay? That's why you get scared. That's everyone. Okay? Centre, position, Zashita, Trudna. So stay in the line. Don't come forward too hard. Work clever, work cover. Don't make a mistake. Okay? You're doing well.
Just go for a little bit. Alright, but the key thing is possession. When you're going into contact, you've got to work hard. Okay, Flem, well done. Fido, well done over here. You've got to keep working in that contact. We're never done there. Okay, and then secure and accurate over the ball. Clear?
Three men there, quick. Don't give him a sniff.
In defence, we don't have to step into the line.
Sure.
Alright, just trust the system, trust each other. Alright, things will happen from inside you, but you've got to just keep making them make passes.
Yeah.
Don't give them easy outs. Okay, first job, possession. Kick off, let's get ball back, let's apply pressure, let's shut the game down. Come on, let's go.
The message has been the same from Graham Shield all weekend. How he keeps his patience, I don't know.
It's certainly, he was just asking for the defensive line, wasn't he? He doesn't want guys stepping out of the line, as we saw Fido for the try. He said have confidence on your inside defender, and that's what it's all about, is having confidence, communication and working together as a line. Henry Ball, exactly the same message, albeit in his Kiwi English.
And through an interpreter as well, which makes things even more difficult for the Russian coach. So his team trail by 9 points, by 14 to 5 as Colin Gregor gets the second half underway. Breeze behind Scotland. The wind may well have carried that a little further than Colin Gregor would have hoped for. Exploring the narrow side, Nikolai Goroshilov. Plenty of communication on the field. Herov, the replacement, splits the Scottish defence, offloads to Yagodin. Quite enough space on the wide outside for the man from Krasnodar. 25-year-old this week, much to celebrate on the field suddenly. Zhivatov, worked by Vitaly Zhivatov, rushing aside two Scottish tacklers. Yagodin pins back his ears, he's in under the post, and that will have pleased Henry Paul. Applauding the effort from Rushan Yagodin, his first ever try in his World Series career, and what an important score it is for Russia.
Well, let's have a look at the work here. Strong in the tackle. Then it came into the man Zhivatov, who did so well. Look at this strength. Two under the pressure from two Scottish defenders, and then Yagodin does very well, and he'll be very happy with that score because he's had a pretty innocuous first half. And well done to the young man. See, arching the back there, the determination to get over the line. and a well-taken try.
And with a successful conversion, Russia are back within 2 points. 14 plays 12. With plenty of time to go, 5 minutes remaining, 2 points the difference. And that try by Yagodin will have given Russia some confidence as Fido gathers at the second attempt. Number 10, that's Sam Hidalgo Klein to his captain, Colin Gregor in no man's land. Mark Cairns is the supporting runner, looking for the offload. Perhaps it went a metre or two too far. Coughing up possession as well. Russia, well, they have a man over here if they can work him clear. That's Denis Simplivinic. Ball under tucked under his right arm. Good defensive work over there by Sean Kennedy. As Russia, they butchered a chance there, but again it comes back to what I was saying earlier on. They lack a player with genuine pace. There's no lacking strength, that's for sure. Nikolai Goroshilov. It's on again for Russia here, splitting the Scottish defence once again. And this try will give Russia the lead. The try comes from the replacement, Dmitry Perov.
Well, a very long passage of play is finished off finally by Perov, and we saw the play going from both their end-to-end stuff, turnover after turnover. I think the fatigue is starting to be a real factor here, with the skill levels dropping a little bit. Perov sighted the small opening and just did enough to get it over and force it before the Scottish defender came across. But well played, Russia. As you quite rightly said, when they do miss that real speed, don't they? The real speed on the outside. But where they make up for it is with a lot of determination, a lot of heart, and certainly a lot of power, and a very well executed conversion from wide out.
Lovely kick there.
Converts his own try.
From Dmitry Perov. And that gives Russia a 5-point lead, 19-14. Talking about pace again. The guy who used to give them pace last season, Vasily Artemyev, now finds himself on the wing for Northampton Saints in England. The first ever Russian player to play in the Aviva Premiership in England. Artemyev, an exciting player with ball in hand. Henry Paul still looking for an able deputy. But for now, he'll be content with Russia holding a 5-point advantage and just under 3 minutes to go. And this Shield semi-final, points available for 3 points for the Shield winner, ranking points. And Russia would be delighted if they could secure some silverware here in Tokyo this weekend. Sam Hidalgo Klein. Support from the speedster. Fleming, he's away again, one man to beat. Looks to cut back inside. Yagodin can't hold him. Neither can the replacement Nikolai Zaporozhyn. And no sooner have Russia stolen the lead down the far end than James Fleming again comes to the rescue and brings Scotland back on level terms. Good effort, but again one has to point the finger at the Russian defence.
Well, we just spoke about the need for speed, didn't we? And certainly James Fleming, he's been the difference between the two sides today. We have the conversion to come, which should give Scotland the lead if it is successful.
There's no reason why it shouldn't be. Colin Gregor in front of the posts. Slots another 2-pointer.
Well, let's just have a look here. Well, he's got the leg heavily strapped. There's the footwork. He's got to be tackled in this situation here. And I tell you what, Yagodin is going to be having nightmares. Very happy to score his first try in the HSBC Sevens World Series. I'm happy for the young man, but gee, he's got to tighten up on defence because Fleming has made him look silly all afternoon. Well, all afternoon here.
Second try then for James Fleming. Second season in the Scottish Sevens squad, a minute 20. Russia need to get their hands on the ball here. The game is not won yet. Kick again a little too far for the Scottish chasers. Perov, he's looked dangerous since he's come on as a replacement for Alexander Yanushkin, the veteran scrum half. Strushko's on as well. Another chance for Yagodin to redeem himself. Doesn't back himself for pace, but the pass surely was forward to Vladimir Strushko. Jason Jaffa, the referee, who hasn't had too much to do with this match, it has to be said, spotted the knock on, the forward pass rather.
Well, let's have a look here. Yagodin, as you say, he tried to pull a rabbit out of the hat with this pass, didn't he? And well, it's only just gone the 1 yard forward. Not a difficult call for the referee.
So less than half a minute to go. Scotland holding on to a slender advantage, 21 to 19. Perov comes round very quickly. Good work there by Russia. But in the hunt, they've got a man over here if they can work him clear. Strushko. Yagodin, poor man. And again, that could well have been the final chance for Russia. They could have won it. Jason Jaffa, will he play the scrum? Will there be time? Yes, I think he will.
Well, the Scottish players were asking, said that's time. They're desperate for this victory, aren't they? And it'll be a morale boosting one for them after a very difficult weekend. And well, let's see, it's just about executing at scrum time. They did lose the last scrum. Look for Russia to put the power through the middle.
Yeah, they're solid in that front row, are the Russians, as you would expect. Again, it spits out. Illegally done this time, though, says referee Jason Jaffa. Just saying that he hasn't had too much to do in this match, and a very crucial decision there right at the death. So Colin Gregor kicks it out into the grandstand as Scotland celebrate their first win of the weekend. 2 tries for James Fleming set them on their way, and it's disappointment for Russia. It looked good at one stage. They had their opportunities, 2 or 3 clear chances that weren't taken, and Scotland progressed to the Shield final on the back of a victory against Russia, and the final scoreline